if I could just make a decent cup of coffee, I could relax.
So GoPro is rumored to announce a new drone on Monday, and it's rumored to be a selfie slash self-following drone, and it's going to come in at about, rumors are anywhere from $600 to $900. But GoPro, much like their involvement in 360 cameras, is a bit late to the game of drones. We've already had 5 generations of DJI drones, and there's now a lot of other players on the market, and GoPro is just a little bit late to the game, but I think it's still possible for them to catch up. And the rumors are that it will be a small form factor design with a collapsing wing design built into it so that it can be, looks like it can be put into a small backpack of sorts and taken with you as you go hiking, or if you're a snowboarder, you go up the mountain or whatever. So basically this GoPro drone, the Karma drone as they're calling it, will be really cool if you are a skier or snowboarder or an extreme sports person. Basically, if you're anyone that GoPro uses in their videos, this is going to be a cool thing for you. Which is actually kind of cool, but GoPro will be going up against a couple companies that already have announced drones, and some of which have released drones, all with this same style. Photokite Fee, Lily, and Anagofly are all the companies that have created drones like this, and oddly enough, these are all companies that kickstarted their drones, and they have all blown up, including the last one that just blew its goal out of the water. And I think that GoPro can take a firm hold of this market if they fit a certain need. Which brings me to my main point. What does the GoPro drone need to be in order to be considered a success? And the Karma drone isn't going to compete with the DJI drone, so it has to fit into a very specific area in the market. So these are 3 things that I think are really important for this drone to be. Number 1, it has to be rugged, like GoPro rugged. And this is why I got excited when I first heard about a GoPro drone. I've owned two different versions of the DJI Phantom, the 2 and 4 now, but the one thing that concerns me is durability, especially with the 4. I've had it for a few months and I've crashed it a couple times, one of which bent the gimbal, even though it just landed on its top. And I just think there's a little bit of concerns for the durability of the DJI drones. So if GoPro can create a drone that is rugged like all of its other products, that can be a really specific thing, really great thing in the drone market. But since it's not exactly going up against the Phantom series, that's still a side one, but I still think it's really important for this kind of drone. Number 2, it has to be solid on the software side. The way the rumors are saying that this is going to be a drone that's controlled by a remote or by a phone, and it's going to follow that remote or phone as a point. So it has to be a really, really solid software build. It can't be clunky. Like the DJI Osmo, it's a cool gadget, but when you're controlling it with a phone, there has to be a lot of really, really good functionality with it, and I think that's something GoPro has to get right. And number 3, it has to have better battery than the GoPros. Not necessarily just minutes-wise, but as a principle. The GoPros are really great cameras, but the battery life is tiny. It doesn't always get what you need done. And even though these are 2 totally different products, I think that the drone has to last longer than one trip down the mountain if you're snowboarding, or if you're biking. It has to last more than a few minutes. It has to be an extended period of time, like the DJIs. I think that'd be a safe spot if it lasted from 30 to 45 minutes, especially since it's a smaller drone. It shouldn't have that big of a problem with battery life, but because it's smaller, it can't hold as much battery. So it's going to be a trade-off. It'll be interesting to see how they do it. GoPro released a couple hype videos to go along to lead up to this, to build hype, and I can't really tell what they're trying to say this drone does. There's the one video with the library. I can't really tell what they're featuring there. The footage doesn't look that good. I think they're trying to show that it fits in small places, but definitely some of those shots were not flown. They were handheld, so I don't know what they're trying to say there. There's another shot where there are bikers going down a hill, and it looks like the camera pans down, which is something that the DJI drones do, but at the very end of the video, there's like 3 or 4 frames you can see another drone flying in. So I don't know if they're trying to say that this footage is from the Karma drone or if they're just saying this is footage of the Karma drone. And there were a couple times I watched it that I wasn't sure if what I was watching was down-resed, so I had to check the settings, and I think it wasn't showing the best quality footage. It's not like when DJI releases a drone, they show this amazing footage of a volcano or whatever. This looked like normal GoPro footage, which I don't think is a good thing. It's more of just something that you see really great things from GoPros, but this just looked like normal GoPro footage, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. All in all, I'm not sure if this drone is going to be something that filmmakers and photographers are going to buy into necessarily. I think it's something that's a cool concept, and if they can execute it well, that's great. I'm sure there's a market for it, but I just think that this is something that's not marketed, not made for photographers and filmmakers. It's made for an entirely different thing. So I just know that when I first heard about a GoPro drone, I got really excited. I just immediately thought of something that was going to compete with the Phantom series, and that's just, as of right now, the rumors. That doesn't sound like that's what this is. Obviously, we'll have to wait for the announcement to see if GoPro has something up their sleeve that's going to change things completely, but all in all, it doesn't sound like it's something that's going to be huge for filmmakers and photographers. But for people who are action sports people, who want to get good footage, that aren't necessarily filmmakers, it's going to be really great for them, so it'll be kind of cool. Don't know. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We're starting this channel off. It's still in its infancy stages, but it's going to be photo and video news and talk and opinions and stuff, so please subscribe if you like photos and video and stuff. I don't know. Thumbs up from Robert.